Hello and welcome to a special edition of On the Other Hoof. We are privileged to be joined by Martin Smith, who has his first run at Royal Ascot tomorrow. Hello, Martin. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, it's an honour and a privilege to be here.
Yeah, first things first. It looks very sunny where you are. Hopefully, it's not the same in Ascot.
Yeah, quite. It's nice and sunny here. It's been quite grey all day, although we haven't had any rain. I'm hoping for a monsoon to just sort of hover over Ascot tonight.
Well, I think the best we can do at the moment are some light showers. So
We'll take anything we can get.
yeah, I'll be popping down with my watering can a little bit later on. So
If you know anyone that can sneak in and set off the sprinkling system, that would be better.
Well, we'll try and get Adam to hack the computer system later on. We'll see if that works, because he won't be watching the England game. But the more important things, how is Hillbilly Boy, and how is he ahead of his first crack at Ascot?
He's in cracking form.
Yeah.
I couldn't be any happier with him. He seems to be in exactly the same form as he was going into the Newmarket run. So, yeah, we're really happy with him. We're just, we're up against a really good field. So,
yeah, well, you claimed him off a mark of 70 off Bill Turner's yard. He's now rated 97, so a rise of £27 in one season. It's sort of a mini humble story, isn't it? And well, hopefully you can top it off at the big stage as well at Royal Ascot. Do you reckon 97 is still a bit of giving his handicap mark?
I mean, going on the way he won the last race, you'd have to say, he's possibly good enough to win off that mark. But whether it's tomorrow at Royal Ascot remains to be seen. I mean, the problem with tomorrow is we've got to take on Blessington, who beat us last time we ran at Ascot. Although, I wouldn't mind taking him on again. I think we did change the tactics slightly at Newmarket. Instead of front running, although he was up the front, we just took a lead off another horse and sat quiet a little bit longer. And I think that's made a bit of a difference. So that will be the idea tomorrow, to sit still for as long as possible and not quite be at the front of things until the end, hopefully.
Yeah, well, you mentioned Blessington there for John Gosden and William Buick. They obviously beat you at Ascot, last month, was it? But a furlong further this time. How many times do you sort of look at the race and the competitors and try and pan it out, or do you just sort of let Hillbilly Boy go and do his things? Obviously, he does like to race handy, and just let him bowl off in front, do his own thing, and hope he's good enough.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Andrea's ridden him enough now that I think he's really, he knows him inside out. And I think the run at Newmarket showed that. So I generally, once we get to this point, I've done everything I can with Hillbilly Boy. So I leave it up to the horse and the jockey, really, and stand by and spectate and hopefully enjoy it.
Yeah, it must be so crucial to have a jockey like Andrea at Saney that knows Hillbilly Boy inside out. And we sort of jested about the ground a little bit earlier on with myself with the watering can, but at Newmarket last time, it wasn't completely soft ground, was it?
No, it was drying soft ground. It was possibly a bit tacky, but it was, soft side of good to soft, I'd say. To be honest, I don't think the ground really bothers Hillbilly Boy that much. It's just that on softer ground, it slows the other horses down a bit, whereas it doesn't affect him as much. But he ran on good to firm at Ascot, like you said, a month ago, and, he ran a good second, I think. So I'm not too concerned. I just think it might help the others a bit more than softer ground would.
Yeah, and going back to the Newmarket run again, he was not playing up, but sort of being a bit of a boy before the race, having a little kick out, obviously making Chloe earn her wages, walking him around. So would you be worried if he wasn't doing that? Maybe does he do that often, or?
No, I'd be a little bit surprised if he wasn't doing that. He was doing it this morning, so definitely in that sort of form. But even at Newmarket, that wasn't the worst. The first time we ran him on the turf at Doncaster, he actually kicked a bystander.
Oh.
That game, because she was led on the floor for a minute, not moving, and we thought, oh no, he's killed someone. So luckily, he got her arm, and she was okay. And Mac, the owner, apologised and offered to buy her a drink, and all was well. But yeah. I mean, I said to Chloe yesterday, I said, I hope he kicks 28 horses down at the start.
It'll make his job a hell of a lot easier, put it that way. It's, obviously, you used to be involved with Kingsgate Native when you were much, much younger, about 40 years ago. So you're no stranger to a big occasion, but how is it coming at it from a different angle as a trainer this time instead of sort of yard helper?
It's more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Definitely. I suppose on the work front, I probably won't be doing that much different. Only Only difference is it's me that people are looking at instead of someone I'm working for. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it.
Just, you mentioned yourself then, how are the team taking it? Because you are still a relatively small yard, but a smaller select team. How are they coping with the pressure of a bigger race runner?
No, there's not really any pressure here. Everyone's just really looking forward to it. We're all going there for a great day out. As far as we're concerned, we've achieved all our goals just by getting there.
Yeah.
So, whatever happens tomorrow, if he goes and wins or places, it's a bonus. As far as we're concerned, we've got him there fit and well, so we've done our job and we're happy.
Yeah, I was there that day that you actually claimed him at Lingfield, and you said a far and distant hope would be getting him to Royal Ascot, so you must be absolutely delighted just to have him there in one piece, and sort of you've completed your goal basically.
Yes, exactly. That's it. We think we've done our job, and who knows? I mean, the way he won at Newmarket, we might go on to bigger and better things yet. But for now, it's job done, and whatever happens tomorrow, he's going to have a little break after this race because he had quite a tough spring, and he's been a great little horse for us. I think he's earned himself a little break.
Yeah, and as terms of the draw tomorrow, he's drawn 12, which isn't too bad, really. They've been coming up the near side, so lower the better, really. 12, sort of in the middle, not really a problem for him, though.
No, I mean, the first couple of races I watched on Tuesday, the winners were sort of going middle to far side, and then all of a sudden, as the week's gone on, they've come more and more towards the stand side, but I don't think there's really that much draw bias at Ascot, and the horses around us are quite speedy, so... he's run a couple of times where he's run out on his own with not much company. At least tomorrow there are horses around us that will be kicking on, so he won't be left out on his own. That's the main thing, I think. Yeah,
and has it actually dawned on you yet, the first season trainer having a fancied runner at Royal Ascot as well?
No.
Sleepless nights yet, or?
No. None. I did have one sort of funny dream the other morning, and that's about all I've had really. But no, like I said, we're just enjoying it, milking it for all it's worth.
We mentioned earlier you've got your top hat and tail sorted out, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got I've got my green tie, so we're all colour coded with the jockey silks, and yeah.
Can I just make a quick point? His owners, and I asked this question to you the other day. His owners had success over jumps. They had a Hennessy Gold Cup winner in Strands of Gold. They had a Beecher Chase winner in Feels Like Gold. Getting some jump knowledge in there. How weird is it going to be for them? Because they've had a winner at nearly the highest level of the jumps, and they're going to have a winner at Royal Ascot potentially.
Well, I mean, he can't believe how lucky he's been. I think because I met Mac. I only met him in the winter, and he told me he'd been out of racing for a long time and he wanted to get back into it, although really he wants to invest in some youngsters later on in the year, and he said in the meantime I just want to pick up a fun horse, and we've had as much fun with this one as you could possibly imagine, so he's obviously a very lucky owner and one that I want to keep for a long time.
Yeah,
lucky owner or a good trainer, we'll put it that way.
Well, both.
Well, considering Strands of Gold was trained by Martin Pipe, and it's great. I can't wait for tomorrow, personally.
He just likes the name Martin. We'll go for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You trained feels like Nicky Richards, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we're going to let you go now, Martin, and get back home and watch a bit of the England game if work allows that. But thank you very much for joining us here on The Other Hoof. We won't go down and annoy Hillbilly Boy. He needs a big night of sleep ahead of him. But thank you very much for joining us, Martin.
Be over my shoulder somewhere. You can just see him poking his head out.
Furthest down. That's him, right in the corner. Go on, Hillbilly Boy. Are you going to win tomorrow? He says yes. Well, yes.
But, half already, so early night.
As long as you go in the morning, he's eating up. That's all you can wish for. But best of luck tomorrow. I know everyone that watches this video will be cheering you on, and half of Twitter will be cheering you on as well. But
thank you. He's a very popular horse on Twitter, so I hope for everyone else that he does it as well, because a lot of people do follow him, and he's the people's choice, I think, tomorrow, isn't he? So let's hope for his sake.
Hopefully after tomorrow he'll have his own Twitter page. But once again, thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to join us, and we hope everyone enjoyed this little chat with Martin, and best of luck with Hillbilly Boy. But all of us here on The Other Hoof, we'll be doing another video in a second covering the racing tomorrow at Ascot. But from all of us here,